Hello YouTube! This is ThomastheSmallEngine here with my last custom video for a bit. Right here, as many of you guessed on Twitter last week, is City of Truro. I am very satisfied with this model and happy to show him to you all. To explain who City of Truro is to those who may not know, City of Truro is an engine that appeared in the Railway series story ThomastheSmallEngine, or Gordon and the Famous Visitor by the TV series titles. In that, he was shown to be a celebrity engine that was rather famous. I never found a toy of him as a kid, so I always kind of assumed that he was Big City Engine. Because I didn't know who Big City Engine was supposed to be, and I thought, well, Big City Engine, that kind of sounds like a person whose name is famous, but then I took a second look and I was like, they look nothing alike. So, I didn't really know who this engine was. But City of Truro is based on a real engine, number 3440, and he is a Great Western brother of Duck. I painted this particular model using the Busy as a Bee James. I took the face off of it and had given it to this James quite a while back, if you remember. And I just had a spare Busy as a Bee James. And, you know, there's not really much that is very appealing about a black and yellow James. So I just painted over it. It's a nice forest green color that matches it pretty well in my opinion. And I didn't paint the dome, I guess, which I know is a little weird. He's supposed to be a domeless engine, but I recall there being something that was brass colored. Maybe it's something completely different from a dome. But since I kept James's dome in there, I taped over it so that the paint wouldn't get on it, and it preserved its nice and shiny look. So, whatever that was supposed to be on top of City of Truro's actual model, I think is pretty well represented here. All of the detailing that I did with this thing that you can tell is sort of his nameplate, but not really. This line here, it's identical on the other side as well. 3440. I painted the bottom lining brown, and the striping, I considered doing it with paper striping like I did for the Rex model, which looks pretty good in its own right, but I couldn't make it work this time. So I just hand painted those stripes on. And considering that, I think they turned out pretty nice. I like the ones on the boiler more than the tender lining, because it's a little easier to notice when I'm being imperfect with the tenders. But I think that turned out just fine. Most of the rest of it is just the same as your regular James, but since this is another faceless engine, just like Marklin, I had to figure out how do I portray him having no face. And just like before, I took a piece of wood, but this time it didn't break off and come out as a sort of weird half circle. This time this is fully circular. And since I took it from some wood that was actually painted on top, it actually turned out a bit shinier than this did, which I think looks nice. It's not perfect, you can kind of see the marks of where it wasn't painted, but overall I still really like this. And I think that face looks better shape-wise and color-wise to the Marklin face. As an overall custom, I do think this is a pretty good one. I don't think it's my best ever, but I like it. Will he be appearing in my series, you may be wondering? No, probably not, but still, it's nice to have this guy. And speaking of my series, I told you guys last time that as soon as I got something better than just cardboard, I would be able to start filming it. Unfortunately, due to the coronavirus pandemic, deliveries from China are delayed, and all of my US deliveries, like these guys, Shuttle Railway Repair, Wilbert, Dennis, all of them came on time, but you know, there's no telling how long that will take to get here. So, I don't know exactly when production of my series is going to begin. I know I have the story all ready for it, and I know I have all the engines I need. Rest assured, I am still going to be working on videos. At some point, I might need to give up the every Friday motto that I currently hold, but for the moment I am still going to be releasing videos on Fridays. And rest assured, I am not going on hiatus. I love this. I love this custom, and I love Thomas.